Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Michael from Hallowed Thrills, back with another video. And it's starting to come a little bit of a theme for when I release 2 videos in a week that there's an HHN announcement. And once again, this is video number 2 this week, which can only mean one thing. Yes, that is right, we have our 3rd HHN announcement of the season. But before we talk about that, please make sure that you are subscribed and have the bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. And also make sure you follow me on both Instagram and Twitter. The links for both of those are down below in the description. Now, without further delay, let's talk about the 3rd announcement of this year's Halloween Horror Nights season. Now, I'm not saying I called this announcement, but if we rewind a couple weeks ago to when we talked about the last announcement, I may have said this. It would not surprise me if we see another announcement at the end of this month and then start seeing announcements every other week leading up to the event. Yeah, I said end of the month. Here we are, end of June, and we have our 2nd announcement of this month. So, I'm psychic, got it. But anyways, once again, Universal has given us the next part of our series of trailers that we have gotten with every house announcement. So let's take a look and see what characters we meet this time.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. No doubt about it.
Oh. What's up?
Hey Chelsea, it's Brock.
It's Brock.
Brock!
Could you come get me?
Yeah, we can come get you. Hello? Brock? Brock, are you there?
Let's go.
The horrors of Blumhouse, featuring Freaky and the Black Phone. Only at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
This time around was the cringe couple, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I've really been enjoying these house announcement trailers. I love that there seems to be like an underlying story with all of them and how every character connects to the same story. I'm interested to see where we go with this and if it actually ends up being part of like the theme of this year's event. I'm interested to see how this goes. But let's talk about the announcement. That is right, we have The Horrors of Blumhouse 3 featuring Freaky and the Black Phone. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. The fine people over at Horror Night Nightmares once again did call this announcement. They did get it right on the speculation map, so big shout out to them for getting this one right. Same with Halloween. But let's talk a little bit about this house. Step inside a new double feature of Blumhouse horror. Your Scream Squad will find yourselves trapped between a frantic teen and the ruthless serial killer she swapped bodies with in Freaky. Then you'll try to make a desperate escape from the dark basement of the Grabber before you become his latest victim in the terrifying The Black Phone. So that was our little synopsis from Universal about this house. And to be honest, it has me really excited for this house. Excited for Freaky, excited for the Black Phone. Personally, I really love the concept of Freaky. Personally, I've never seen the movie, but it was on my list of things to see when the pandemic was going on, but I didn't get around to it. But this is 100% up on my list of movies to see, and then with the Black Phone coming out this week, I believe it came out yesterday, Thursday, I definitely am planning on seeing that most likely next week as soon as I get back from my Carowinds trip, which, by the way, videos coming next week from Carowinds. Be on the lookout for that. But anyways, both of these properties are so interesting, so good, so different. Freaky gives us that little comedic horror side with Vince Vaughn being one of the main characters of the movie, and then you have that creepy, sadistic type of like horror from the Black Phone, which people are saying is chef's kiss. It's a perfect blend of drama, thriller, horror, like slasher. It's just everything, little bits of everything from horror all put together, and it makes me super interested to see it. I'm gonna put this out here right now. I'm actually, for once, excited for Blumhouse to be coming to the event. I know, oh, shocker. But these two properties aren't The Purge. So that automatically makes me interested in this house and excited for it. And it wouldn't surprise me if after we get all of our announcements out of the way and people start making their hype lists, if we see Blumhouse pop up at the top of some people's lists. But once again, this was a bi-coastal announcement, so for my Hollywood viewers, you are also going to be getting the Horrors of Blumhouse with The Black Phone and Freaky. Now, different from Orlando, the Horrors of Blumhouse have actually done pretty well over in Hollywood, and you guys actually know where your house is going to be this year, and that is going to be inside of the Waterworld queue. Now, personally, for us over here in Orlando, we don't quite have that luxury of knowing exactly where things are. Normally, we don't tend to figure that out until about when they start putting the like big gates up for the actual fronts of the houses and where the lines are. But this one was rumored to be in the Fast and Furious area, which would be interesting. It'd be an interesting property to kick off that new location. So I'm here for it. I'd like to see how this goes. But lastly, we did get another round of our preview merch with this announcement. So we did get another t-shirt and of course another ornament. Oh, can't have too many ornaments, right? Halloween Horror Nights, right, Universal? Yeah. But anyways, I actually really love this merch design for this t-shirt and for the ornament. If I'm being honest, this is probably my favorite one that has released so far. I love the graphic, I love the blues and the reds on it. I love how you have the grabber on the top and the serial killer from Freaky on the bottom. It's really cool, and like just the whole graphic in general is really cool, and it's kind of makes me tempted to buy it. But I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off because I know I'm gonna be buying a ton of merch when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights in the fall. So I'm gonna hold off and try my best not to go overboard with this preview merch. But that is all I have for this announcement, and thus brings June to an end. With 2 announcements being this month with Halloween and Blumhouse, we now have 2 months until the beginning of the event, just over 2 months. So we have a ton of announcements to get through. So you are going to definitely want to get ready for this. The next 2 months are going to be wild with announcements. July and August are normally the busiest months as far as announcements come. And I'm calling it right here. Be on the lookout. Frequent Fear passes in July. I'm calling it now. It's gonna happen. Maybe the next announcement in the first couple weeks of July. It's coming. Don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. They're coming. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you drop a like and also comment down below what your opinion is on this week's announcement of Blumhouse, and if you're excited for Blumhouse to be returning to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando. I know I am, surprisingly. I really am. But as always, I'm Michael. This has been Halloween Thrills, and I'll see you guys next time.